All four pillars of civilization are under attack by an anti-human death cult. Shellenberger, he talks to Carlson and unload on the global elites. The world leaders are meeting up for the COP28, talking about how we want to take your money and make it like a global reparations. The ridiculousness and some other anti-human stuff that they're talking about. Schellinger, rightfully so, calls them out on that. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store. Also, check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for news as well. All right, let's talk about this news. World leaders at the COP28 climate summit in Dubai received a stark reality check from conference president Sultan Al Jaber. He emphasized that no scientific evidence supports the notion that phasing out fossil fuels is the key to achieving a 1.5 Celsius target, warning against regressing to primitive lifestyles. And good on him for speaking that, because that's basically it. I mean, there's no scientific evidence for that, except for the stuff that they try to push because they're getting grants to say so. I mean, I could really break down these studies, but I'm not going to do it in this video. But despite this, Vice President Kamala Harris committed an additional $3 billion to the Green Climate Fund, aiming to assist developing nations in addressing the climate crisis and reducing fossil fuel production. So again, more of your taxpayer money going to the global elites, because we know that that's what's going to happen to that money. You think these countries are actually going to get any of this money? We know how this works whenever someone creates a fund like this. But the fervent endorsement and intensification of such policies prompted a discussion between Tucker Carlson and Michael Shellenberger, author of Apocalypse Never. This dialogue exposed a growing divide between global elites and the general public, particularly regarding environmental policies. Shellenberger, articulating concerns about the erosion of pillars like cheap energy, meritocracy, law and order, and free speech, decried the Orwellian hypocrisy surrounding the issue. He criticized the spectacle of wealthy individuals championing environmental causes while exacerbating the economic burden on working people. Addressing the irrationality of drastic climate change policies, Carlson questioned the sustainability of environmental posturing. Schellenberger observed the abandonment of the utopian side of environmentalism, attributing the shift to financial motives behind the push for renewable energy controlled by oligarchs and political figures. And that's what it really boils down to, is money. They're using it as a money scheme. It's taking away money from us and putting it in their pockets. Highlighting the detrimental impact of the ESG movement on the oil and gas industry, the duo argued that the current environmentalist movement has become nihilistic and anti-human. Schellenberger emphasized the attack of cheap energy as an assault on modern civilization, calling attention to the underlying agenda of dogmatic and anti-human death cult. And that's exactly what it is. Look at everything that they're for. They're for wars, they're for abortions, they're for taking money from the middle class and the poor. All that is death. All that is anti-human. In concluding the discussion, Schellenberger expressed hope in people recognizing the environmental agenda as a scam and denounce it as a tyrannical assault on civilization. Carlson concurred, characterizing it as a snarling face of tyranny rather than genuine environmentalism. And again, they're using this to control you. Why do you think they don't care about flying around in their private jets? And they're the main ones with these big houses putting out with the large the large carbon footprint. They have bigger carbon footprints than any of us, but yet they telling us we need to stop doing what we're doing. We need to change our way of life. And it's blatant hypocrisy, and is again, that's how they control you. That's how they take away your money. That's what this is all about. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Till next time, peace.